We also got something pretty special lined up this morning. Forever Lifted, Forever Free. It's a free concert that is happening right here in Columbia this Friday. And it's happening at Ascension Lutheran Church. So joining us now with a preview of this amazing event and also a sneak peek, we have Joseph Birch and we have Christopher Lopez Moore with the Columbia Operatic Laboratory. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yes, of course. Okay, guys, I also need to give a quick little shout out. If Mr. Moore looks familiar, he was our teacher of the week. I am so excited to celebrate you again.
Thank you.
You are a middle school teacher in Irmo.
Yes, Irmo Middle School, yes.
And you are also a music teacher.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So talk a little bit about you guys, both of you, about the Columbia Operatic Laboratory. What is it? I know it kind of what it entails.
Yeah, sure. So Columbia Operatic Laboratory, which that's a bit of a mouthful. We go by CoLab. For short.
Yeah. Let's keep it like that. CoLab.
But I can break down sort of why the whole name. So Columbia, obviously, that's sort of our base, home base.
Yeah.
We've taken the show on the road to other parts of South Carolina, but our focus is always going to be on the Midlands and specifically on Columbia. Operatic, obviously we do opera.
Right.
That one, that's the easy one. And then laboratory is just the idea that maybe we do it a little differently, a little more experimentally than some other folks. So we're taking opera into non-traditional venues. We're performing, new works, some classics too, but just a little bit of a different take on things. And the idea really is to reach out into the community and sort of say, here is how opera as an art form might be relevant to you, where you are, rather than maybe a sort of traditional opera house, like everybody come and see what we're doing over here type of approach, which is a great approach. I love going to traditional opera.
Right.
I think we all do. But our focus is really on outreach and accessibility of the art form, and really the preservation and the propagation of opera.
Right. It's also bringing something to a type of theater and a type of performance that maybe not a lot of people really know about, which is kind of interesting there too. Now, Chris, I have to ask you, with, of course, your musical background as well, why opera and how did you get involved in CoLab?
Opera has always been a thing that I was interested in, and with CoLab, you got friends in the area, and they want to hear you, and all the people on the board here, they asked me to come along, and I've been there ever since.
Really?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I really enjoy it, yes.
What is it that kind of draws you to opera as well, versus maybe singing at church? Was that something that you've kind of seen as well, and you wanted to expand that?
Opera is just a place for me to tell my story through a character.
Yeah.
And it's always been a stage for me to just express. And I just think it's very close to how we live today. It's just in a different time. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful there too. That's amazing. And that's what I feel like what CoLab is all about, right? It's kind of really telling that story and showing people like that interesting perspective on CoLab. So tell me a little bit about, you said you're going a little bit away from the traditional. What are some of the things that people can expect when they come and see a CoLab performance?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think a lot of the main things that we do in terms of maybe deviation from tradition is taking what is traditional and putting it in a new space or putting it in a new context. And so we've done a lot of things where it's like, all right, we're going to take excerpts from traditional opera and we'll either do like a comedic translation or we'll
comedy?
do them.
Wait a minute, comedy and opera? Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, and I mean that's been a lot of our focus in the past. It's been on, all right, well, we are a registered nonprofit and our focus is again on education and accessibility. Well, how do you make opera accessible? How do you teach people about it? Well, the easiest way to make someone interested in something is if you can make it funny for them. Yeah. Then they're learning without knowing they're learning. I'm sure you being a teacher, you know about.
I was going to say, he knows what we're talking about in there. So really quickly, before we have a little bit of a sneak peek, tell us about the event on Friday.
Yes. So this Friday, June 20th, 7 p.m. It is at Ascension Lutheran Church here in Columbia. It is a celebration of Juneteenth through art song, spirituals, and a world premiere of a brand new piece we commissioned from composer James Dargan. So you get to hear that. setting of some Langston Hughes text for the occasion. All of the composers and performers are Black artists, and so we're really going to be celebrating and appreciating Juneteenth and appreciating the history and the future of the art form.
Oh, I love it. Okay, Christopher, I know you have a little special snippet. So what are you going to be performing for us?
I'm going to sing the beginning of He's Got the Whole World in His Hands.
Ooh, I love it. Okay, just we're going to step out of the way. Christopher, the stage is all yours.
He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand.
Amazing! That is amazing. Christopher, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Joseph, again, we thank you guys. We're going to be putting this on our website, WLTX.com, so y'all got plenty of time to go ahead and get your tickets to this free event. Again, all of this is happening on Friday, and you can see a snippet of that. Let's go, Mr. Moore. It is so good to see you again. Amazing. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our health stories.
Girl, I got chills over here, okay?